Well, hello there to anybody listening out there in podcast listening land. Welcome back to Sorta Sophisticated. That's right, I said sorta with an A. Let's not forget that, Amanda. The podcast where we're committed to digging up the most fascinating stories we can find to make you the most interesting person at your holiday party. I'm Pete
And I'm Amanda. And I'm the one who's got to fact check Pete all the time just in case because he is a level 7 liar. So you're welcome. Everyone's welcome.
Don't give me a hard time. I'm going all archaeologist over here, digging up facts, and you're giving me grief.
Not grief. I'm just calling it out like it is.
What? Maybe instead of accusing me all the time of level 7 lying, start digging with me a little bit, huh?
Hey. I do as much digging as I can.
Really?
But let me remind you that I am the editor, engineer, IT specialist, marketing manager, and I have a day job. And, oh yeah, P.S., have kids. So settle down over there. You just sometimes...
Oh my God, you just killed me.
You just kind of like extend the truth a little. So we're just,
Why do you do this to me? Why do you have to like flex? Oh my God, apparently you're also the Christmas studio decorator. What is going on? I love this. Job well done. It feels like festive in here now.
Right? It's totally like T-Swift inspired with all the disco-ness.
You did so good.
Thanks. I did try my best.
Did you do this like when I wasn't here? Like, what is this all about?
It's all about Christmas. Duh.
Totally.
But do you decorate at home?
Of course I decorate. My kids don't like do anything. So this year, wait, can we go sad
Okay.
for a minute?
Okay.
I spent 4 days, like through Thanksgiving, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, decorating the entire house by myself.
Oh.
No kids. No one helped. The tree. The
like were they
set,
just like
they were out
doing something?
They were out. Yep.
And so you just want to do it alone?
They.
Or did you offer to do it with them?
Oh, no. They just weren't around and time was up and I needed to decorate.
Oh.
And I had a moment.
That's sad.
Yeah. So I know at one point it will be festive and I will be happy doing it because it will make me happy. But it was hard and I had a minute.
I mean, you can always invite your second family over.
I could.
We'd come over.
So who is the decorator at your house?
We all do it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's done.
Mostly, yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
But you're like in charge of like pulling it out and saying,
no, Trent pulls it out.
Wow.
Yep.
All right. Good work.
He pulled it out.
Let's go, big tree.
All get, I don't know. Everyone kind of has a little part that they do and
we
work together.
Like, that's super cool.
Yeah, but now it makes it worse because like, that may not be the case one day.
Yeah, no, welcome to my world. Yeah, no, I like, let's not get this all sad because this is going to be a good and fun app. But yeah, I had a minute. Not going to lie.
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
But I guess that's a good segue.
Why is that a good segue?
Because our topic today is about Christmas and Santa. Well, sorta.
Of course. Everything is sorta. Like, everything's sorta with us, right?
It has to be.
Yeah.
Duh. Sorta. But it's actually about Santa's evil twin, not Santa.
Santa had an evil twin? Oh, I'm interested. What are we talking about?
Have you heard of Krampus?
I have.
So you know that he's like the evil version of Santa?
Oh, totally.
Oh, no, I had not. So is it true that he's basically this huge, hairy, scary thing that looks like an even freakier version of the abominable snowman?
Totally. I love this guy. He's
what?
awesome.
You love him?
Yes.
No, he's so weird.
He comes up on my For You page all
you
the
were
time
lying.
on TikTok. Yeah.
Lying.
Huge, freaky looking goat horns dancing down the streets of Norway. Dude, it's totally scary. Reminds me of Stranger Things and the Upside Down. Have you seen Stranger Things?
I have.
Okay. So like there's Santa, who would be like in normal land. And then like in the Upside Down, you would have Krampus. Hello. I love it.
All right. That's true. I could see that.
Okay.
But it's basically all in one world and there's a good guy and then there's a bad guy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's not really in like the Upside Down. It's right. We're all in the same world. But yes, correctamundo.
No,
okay.
But he's like the devil.
I have an idea.
He looks like the devil.
He does. Oh, he looks scarier than the devil in my opinion. I'm going to go full Krampus when I get home.
No, stop it. Don't do
yes.
that. No.
I'm going to decorate in my house.
No.
Krampus style. No. Yes. I think that's a great idea. Screw Christmas. I was pissed anyway that I had to decorate by myself. I'm going to go home. I'm going to change all decorations and scare my shit out of my kids. Okay, I'm doing that. But before I do that.
That's very tragic. Please don't.
Okay. So wait, before I do that, can you explain to anyone listening who, or I guess what Krampus actually is really?
Yes, because I did have to research because he just freaked me out so much. I was like enthralled with his ugliness, I guess. So I guess the basics, maybe? We'll start with the basics.
Go.
Okay, so Krampus is this disgusting, monstrous figure from Alpine lore.
I love Alpine lore.
Do you like
I love
Alpine
Alpine lore. I love all lore.
How did you? Well, yes, I do love all lore, but Alpine lore, like specifically.
I know.
So imagine a mashup of like a Yeti with a demon mixed in with a goat. It's like this horrifying, what nightmares are made of thing, right? And the name Krampus, like even the name is gross, but it comes from the old High German word Krampen, meaning claw.
Like
So I guess it does kind of go with your upside down thing. Like it's like,
it totally
like,
does. He's disgusting. It's awesome. He's basically like an animal version of Satan.
Yes, that's why I say it looks like the devil. Like there's just
Yes.
something about him that's just.
I love him.
No, we don't love him. We don't love him. He's essentially the polar opposite of Santa Claus. And he's more known as the enforcer of the holiday justice system, maybe? Maybe that's the best way to put it. Like, you know, in the song Santa Claus is coming to town, he's making a list and checking it twice, gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Well, the idea is good kids get presents and bad kids might get coal is like...
I love this. So Santa gives the gifts and Krampus gives the coal.
Nope.
No?
He doesn't give coal because that would be the nicest thing that Krampus could do. Instead, he handles things a little different.
Like different? Like how?
Well, he handled all the naughty kids by beating them and then stuffing them in a sack and eating them if he's hungry enough.
Holy crap.
It's horrifying.
That's some serious shit.
It is.
Oh my God. I make sure I was like one of the kids at the end of the street. So like he wasn't hungry enough by the time he got to me. Like he was full of all the naughty kids.
Yeah, but you would
So I
still
wouldn't
be
get
beaten and shoved in a sack
Oh, whatever.
because you were naughty.
At least then I could just have to figure out how to get out of a sack. Like at least I wouldn't get eaten.
I guess maybe, but this is what nightmares are made out of.
You gotta love the spirit of Christmas. In those like Central European countries, they go hard. Way to scare the shit out of these kids. Oh wait, shit. Wait, we never did word of the day.
It's too late. We're just going to skip it.
We're not skipping it. No way. We're totally doing it.
What are you going to pick? Demonic?
I am picking it. Are you ready?
Okay.
I'm not doing demonic.
Okay.
Okay. Our word of the day today is obfuscate.
Obfuscate?
Obfuscate. Yes. Which means,
F-U-skate?
oh my God. Seriously, you're doing that to me? Obfuscate. Just say obfuscate with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Obfuscate. Right. Which means to make something more difficult to understand. Or it can also mean to be unclear or very confusing.
So how you're to me anyways?
Pretty much every day, all the time.
Obfuscating?
I
Is it?
obfuscate you every day, all the time.
That sounds highly inappropriate.
I do it on purpose. I can't wait to obfuscate you later. It's going to be great. We're going to have so much fun.
All right.
Just
Well,
don't tell Trent. My bad, yo. We're just co-host people.
we're being way too sophisticated.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
So back to Krampus.
Go. I want to get back to Krampus.
So it gets better or worse, depending on your whole take on
Wait, what do
this.
you mean it gets better or worse? Like it's going to
Yeah.
get worse right now?
Yeah, I think so.
What?
Yeah, so in some versions of lore, instead of beating them, Krampus actually abducts kids and drags them into the underworld for eternal damnation.
Jesus.
Yep. So kind of like, again, we're going back to the upside down. And I don't know if I'd rather be beaten with a stick and stuffed in a sack or dragged into the underworld forever. But either way, it really sucks.
Europe is hard.
Well,
Seriously, like
part of what I wanted to figure out was like, where did this all come from?
well, I don't know. But you know what? I think you're going to give me the origin story.
Yeah, because
right now.
again, I wanted to know. So
And
I kept
you-
looking.
And you did the research, smarty
did.
pants. So let's go.
Well, you knew about Krampus, so
Listen, I make sure I do my research. You do your research.
okay, fair.
It's all good.
Okay. Really, I only want to do the origin story because I thought it would get better.
It doesn't get bad.
No, it doesn't. So, okay.
There's
So,
nothing good about Krampus.
I-
And hey, by the way, there's so much shit that goes on in all these European countries. It's not even funny. Like it's all bad. Like America's like all like, oh, unicorns, rainbows. It's bad Santa Claus. Everything else, no. Like just
right.
wait.
I
This
didn't
is gonna-
know.
this
I
is gonna get
didn't know
excellent.
this.
I know. Okay, go.
okay. So Krampus is thought to date back to pre-Christian Alpine traditions, right? So like way back before Santa Claus. When I was Googling, all I could find is that he is some sort of leftover from some old pagan rituals, which
Like,
were all really
doesn't-
weird. And I think that it can be tied back to the winter solstice or this Norse goddess named Hel, who was the ruler of the underworld at one point.
Yeah, okay, like winter solstice, right? Like totally coming up, right? Let's
Right.
go. Like
We should
Abso-
probably do that. I actually know nothing about winter solstice.
everything goes back to all this weird pagan shit all the time, right? Like, so Halloween wasn't enough. So they got to do this. Like, also, I think people like just being scared to death. Like,
We're just
seriously.
fascinated with death, right?
We
We're-
are as a culture.
It's true. As time went on and Christianity was spreading everywhere, people were like, oh, Saint Nick is awesome and so nice and everything. So everyone should come and follow us. And all the dissenters were like, that's cool, but we still need a bad guy, so let's keep Krampus around as St. Nick's evil twin to keep everyone in line, just in case any of you Christians misbehave.
Oh my God. So I'm guessing like my people.
Right,
Like-
beat you into
like-
submission.
Like
Let's go.
the Catholic Church like loved this, right? Like I can imagine how much they love this idea.
But not even close, because the church actually hates this guy because he's a literal demon.
Yes, that's so awesome.
No, it's not. It's so bad.
I love demons. So
Oh my
let's
gosh.
be honest.
No.
Like we know I'm Catholic, but it's okay because like Catholics are too rigid, super rigid. Like this is good. Go. Keep
I
going.
don't know if it's good because, okay, so
I want
they
to hear all
tried-
this. Go.
So they even tried to ban him in Europe in the 15th century during the Spanish Inquisition.
Of course they did.
Right, because he's awful, but you can't keep Hairy Goat Man down. And he
No.
totally...
You can't. You gotta love Hairy Goat Man.
No, you don't gotta love him.
But
I guess
by the
some
way,
people
my
did.
new best friend is Hairy Goat Man.
Okay,
Krampus.
fair. Okay. I mean, some people obviously did because he did make a comeback in the 1800s and has been running around Central Europe ever since. And he's so popular now that he's got his own special night named after him. It's called Krampusnacht, literally Krampus Night. And it's celebrated on December 5th every year in towns all across Central Europe.
Oh my God. Okay. I love this part.
No.
Yes. No. It totally reminds me of the Purge.
Oh, see, this is why
Yes.
I
Let's
love
go to the
it.
Purge.
I love it.
Okay. So the whole concept here is that on December 5th, which happens to be the day before like feast day of St. Nicholas, zero coincidence there, right? So Krampus roams the streets, figuring out which kids are bad, basically beating the shit out of them, like she said, stuffing them in a sack and dragging them into the underworld. But if you're good, no worries. You get candy and shit in your stockings from good old St. Nick the next morning when you wake up. They still do this today, literally. People dress up in all these insane costumes and parade through different towns, clanging cowbells, carrying sticks, and scaring the shit out of anyone who crosses their path. It's part carnival, part horse show, and 100% chaos. It's like Halloween and Christmas had this dysfunctional baby with goat horns. It's like Not Scary Farm on steroids, like with no rules, like where you could touch everybody and hurt everybody and
Ugh,
kill everybody.
I can't.
Brutal.
No.
I can't even go to Not Scary Farm. It's so scary. And this is like
I
10
know, you
times
wouldn't
worse.
even go to like a little event that you
I
thought
know.
was maybe mildly
We're
scary.
gonna
but
do this right now. You're gonna
Yes.
throw me literally on the airwaves. You're gonna just like call me out. Thanks. Okay.
Yep.
Can we move on?
maybe next time you'll go.
Thanks.
But just to be clear to all of our listeners, Krampusnacht is the actual name of the celebration on December 5th.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you call it a celebration.
It is.
Okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Krampus is just the name of the main character that scares the crap out of everyone and keeps them in line all year round.
Okay. Got it. So we have like Krampus and then we have Krampusnacht. I get it. Okay. So also, don't confuse the thing I just talked about, the whole feast day of St. Nicholas, with Christmas either, because they are totally different holidays, even though they're like all mushed together here in America.
Wait. So St. Nick does not go with Christmas?
Yeah, kinda. But like in America, we made it all one thing, and St. Nick became Santa Claus because we have stockings and stuff, and like get all the little gifts and candy. But like in other countries, they have St. Nicholas, December 5th, December 6th with Krampus, and then Christmas is totally different, right? So con cuidado, like be careful, right?
Huh.
So we don't actually celebrate St. Nick's Day here. I mean, I guess a few people do, but like generally in America, we don't. But in Central Europe, it's celebrated on December 6th. Or sometimes the night before on December 5th, and honors some dude named St. Nicholas of Myra, a 4th century bishop who literally became bishop because of how nice he was.
Is that how World Kindness Day started?
Oh my God, right? Nice touch. Throwback to World Kindness Day. I love how you bring like old apps back to life. Good work. Okay, so St. Nick is actually this guy who inspired the modern day Santa Claus. Kids get small little gifts or treats in their shoes on this day because the idea is that it represents St. Nicholas's spirit of giving. Have you ever seen the OG Santa Claus is coming to town with like Burgermeister Meisterburger?
With who?
Burgermeister Meisterburger, totally, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So that was like kind of inspired by St. Nick's Day, and then they just added all the Christmas stuff.
I never knew that.
Okay, well, you're welcome. Now you're sort of sophisticated.
So basically, Krampus and St. Nick come strolling into town together on the night of December 5th, and one does a sweep of all the naughty kids and basically murders them. And the other one leaves treats or presents for any of the others that have survived the purge.
I love the way you
Yeah, no,
sum
this doesn't
things
sound
up.
great.
This is great. So that's it.
No.
So that's Krampusnacht, like St. Nick's Day. And then like for Christmas, of course, it's celebrated on December 25th. And it's supposed to be all about the birth of some dude named Jesus. But people don't really care about him anymore because unfortunately we're basically a bunch of heathens.
Wow.
I know, right? And just decided Santa Claus is the main character. And we just give presents to each other that make us feel good about ourselves. And before you ask, yes, some places in Europe actually celebrate both. We just don't because we're not like cultured or curious.
Okay, but wait.
What?
Which countries in Europe actually celebrate Krampusnacht and Christmas?
Okay. So I looked this up. So 4 main guys in Central Europe: Austria.
4 main guys? 4
main
main
the
countries?
country, whatever. God, okay, I'm drunk. Austria, Germany, Slovenia, and Hungary. And more recently now, it's starting to spread to other parts of Europe, thank you very much, like Switzerland, Northern Italy, Croatia, and the Czech Republic. So let's go US. Like, get on board already, right?
No. I don't think the U.S. should get on board with that.
Why?
Because it's a little too scary. Christmas is about all the feel good,
Oh my God,
holly jolly.
By the way, you're such a Puritan. It's not even funny.
Okay, fine. Well,
Kill me.
why doesn't the U.S. then celebrate anything like this?
Right. Okay. So I actually don't have a great answer why US doesn't celebrate this. So I had to do a lot of archaeological digging.
Oh gosh.
Yes, right. I was digging like 5 rock layers deep here. Okay. I basically came up with the fact that like the early American settlers, like the Puritans, were about simplifying religious observances. And they just flat out rejected a lot of the like folklorish, can I TM folklorish? Folklorish traditions from Europe because they were like demonic, like as you've been saying. To the Puritans, even Christmas was downplayed for like a long ass time throughout American history. Like they didn't even do Christmas. It wasn't until the 19th century, well, I guess even like the 20th century, that Christmas in the United States evolved into this like super commercialized holiday that we have today. Because like the Puritans were strict, man. If the Bible didn't say it, they didn't do it. And Christmas ain't in the Bible.
Okay, fine. But I love Christmas. And I'm mildly jealous because our friends right now are in New York for the Rockefeller tree lighting.
Oh my God, I
and
love
that is like my bucket list
I seen that.
because
I seen
I
that.
love Christmas.
I seen that. Okay. So like personally, also like I have this whole other like theory. I think that the US tends to focus all its like scariness around Halloween. So they got no more time like left for other scary holiday shit. Like at least that's my version. Halloween does all scary and then Christmas is like, oh, we're all going to be nice.
Wait.
What?
Are you telling me right now that other countries don't celebrate Halloween like we do?
Okay, so you got to realize what we're talking about. We're talking about Central Europe. So they do, but like not as big as us. So like Scotland and Ireland were the ones who started Halloween. So then Irish and Scottish immigrants came to the United States and brought Halloween with them, if you remember.
Nope,
But
sure didn't. Why didn't we do an episode on Halloween?
Okay, well, because we're only Sorta Sophisticated, we'll do one on Halloween next year.
Goodness.
That's fine. So all the other European countries, like, they're not super into it. Like, not super celebrating. They do, like, a little bit. But, like, the United States, Scotland, Ireland, massive Halloween celebrations. Everyone else in the world, like, yeah, what the fuck's Halloween?
Okay, so I guess this kind of tracks because as I was researching, I did see that all of these other countries have this weird folklore about scary stuff like Krampus, but there's not much about Halloween. So that would make sense as to why it was Scottish and Irish because I didn't get that far.
Oh my God. Okay, so now I'm intrigued. I got to hear all this other weird folklore. Talk to me, sister.
Okay, so the weirdest one, right? What? There's someone called Persta, also from Alpine folklore, so same as Krampus, but instead of December 5th, she comes during the 12 days of Christmas. And get this, she comes in 2 different forms.
2 forms?
Yep. If you were good, she's this totally beautiful woman dressed in white and leaves you coins for being awesome. But if you're bad or lazy, she's this ugly old hag with a huge hook nose, kind of like a beak. It's like massive. And she slits you open, removes all your insides, and stuffs you with pebbles.
Shit.
It's
That's
horrifying.
hard. That's terrible. I want like the hot, like I want the hot version.
Yeah, unfortunately, you won't get that because you're not good.
Oh,
So-
okay. Thank you very much. I'm doing the best I can, and I'll just keep praying to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Fine.
Okay, fine.
You're fine. Okay, but then in Iceland,
In Iceland, they have something?
yes,
What do they have?
dudes called the Yule lads,
The Yule lads?
Yep.
What, that sounds like a gang.
probably.
Okay.
They run around creating chaos everywhere in the 13 days running up until Christmas, kind of like Elf on the Shelf. So naughty little dudes.
Okay.
So depending on how you act all year, if you're good, they'll give you presents. But if you're bad, they'll steal your presents and eat all your leftover food and mess up your house and all that stuff. Oh, and their mom, Gryla, rounds up all the bad kids and boils them in stew and makes soup out of them. So there's that.
Oh, shit. Now you're just obfuscating me. I swear to God, you're doing it on purpose.
I'm not doing it on purpose.
Stop
it's
it.
fascinating.
Totally obfuscating.
But why would you, who comes up with this?
People are crazy.
It's ways to keep your kids in line. I get it.
I think
get
that's
it.
all this
Whereas
is.
like all I have is an Elf on the Shelf, or we do the animal version of it. And
What's
we have this.
Wait, whoa. Now I'm interested. What is the animal version of Elf on the Shelf?
Oh, they have like they're magical creatures. So like they have a Saint Bernard, they have an Arctic fox, and so we have.
Can I tell you something?
Mhm.
Like, and I was all in on all Christmas, everything. Like I did everything. Gabby, like I love you, Gabby, but you barely kept up. Like, if I had to do Elf on the Shelf, I would have killed myself. Like it was that hard.
Yeah,
to, like,
we
move
have
my-
amazing friends.
Yeah, I don't do any. I will never. And
No,
that is
you
the
would.
one thing. No,
You
that is
might.
the one thing I'm so glad I never did.
Well, you might,
What?
because we have amazing friends,
Mhm.
and she puts together the
Package.
contents
Yes.
of every day in a Ziploc bag. So all
Nope.
you do is you unzip
Nope.
it
Not
and
interested.
you put it out.
Nope.
No, it's
I'm out.
great.
I did plenty.
The girls woke me up at 7 a.m. on December 1st, screaming that Beethoven and Sonata and Forte were back.
Do you know what your girls need? A little bit of Krampus in their life.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No.
I'm coming over. I'm
No.
dressing in a huge hairy goat man suit. I'm going to scare the shit out of your daughters, and they're never going to want to have Christmas again. Thank you very much. Let's move on.
That's horrible.
Okay, fine.
On the note of scary
Right.
things, so Wales,
Wales. They have one in
they
Wales?
do.
Wow, you went good work archaeologically digging.
I mean,
You went to Wales.
there's much more than I would have imagined. It's true. So in Wales, there's this thing called Mari Lwyd, which is like a ghost with a horse's skull for a head, decorated in ribbons, who goes door to door, challenging everyone to a rap battle, basically.
Holy crap.
Yeah. And if you win, I guess it goes into the next house. But if it wins, it tramples you and runs into your house and raids your pantry and steals all your food.
Okay, hold on. Two things. One, spooky, but oddly festive. And two, the last one totally gives me like Devil Went Down to Georgia vibes. Like the fiddle battle between like Johnny and the devil, where like they like totally like duke it out.
Okay.
Like we're
I
having
can see that.
like this is like Eminem, like what is 8 Mile? What is this?
Oh,
shit?
yeah. Like, yeah,
This
more
is
like Eminem. I can
nuts.
see that.
Okay, can we move to Wales?
No.
I'm liking Mari Lwyd.
Nope.
Like this is okay, fine, sorry.
But it's so interesting because they basically have the same version of Krampus or some other insanely scary thing in every country all over the world. And it's
Except here in America, of course.
Well, yeah, because nobody would jump on board.
I
I would
know.
not. I would
know.
not. But also, were they all food scarce? Because all these things kind of run around them stealing your food. I guess they were back in the day.
Right,
Like that
right.
was a thing.
When it all started.
but,
Right.
Yeah. Fair,
Yep,
fair,
that
fair.
does make sense. Okay.
Fair.
Yeah.
So, but I have another question for you.
What?
Why are we as humans so into getting the bejesus scared out of us?
Okay, like I'm not personally, you know that about me. I don't ever want to get the bejesus scared
I
out of me.
know, I know.
I hate that shit. Okay, but I could go all like Psych 101 on you right now if you want. I have a theory.
Okay, what is it? I don't know if I want it. Do I want it?
You might want it. Okay,
Okay.
so I think it's all about balance.
What are you talking about right now? Are you gonna go like all like philosophically deep
Oh,
in this moment?
yeah. Okay, yeah. I warned you. But
Okay.
here we go. Okay, here's my theory. Do you want my theory?
I do.
So the holidays are so focused on joy and love and everything being perfect all
Nope,
the
I'm
time.
out.
Wow. Okay. And Krampus or the Yule guys or Mari, the headless horseman lady or whatever, they all remind us that life is like ugly. It's not perfect all the time.
No, they're terrifying.
It can
No.
it can sometimes be messy and dark. And we love that because as humans, we can't live up to all the standards all the time because it's way too depressing. It's our excuse. So we make up all these darker celebrations to help us cope with all of this.
I don't like how you're trying to get creepy goat face psychotherapy on us.
Okay,
right
I just did that and that just worked.
Okay, I can kind of sort of get behind.
yeah,
not.
Yeah, you can because
No,
that worked.
No.
That's exactly why
No.
people do it.
Not
Amanda,
fully convinced. Not fully
Amanda,
convinced.
everybody.
I get why.
Why do you go
Like,
watch horror movies? Why do you go?
I
Why do you
don't
go
watch
watch
horror
dark
movies.
shit that I know you don't. But in general, humanity does this because humanity needs to feel connected. That like shit's not perfect all the time. Come on.
Or it's just enough fear in our lives to
You're
keep
trying.
us in line.
Honestly, you're trying to obfuscate me again, and I don't like it. I don't like it once. I don't like it 1 second. I don't.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Well, then why don't we celebrate in America then? If we all love horror movies and all this scary shit, then why?
I have an idea. Why don't we just start a movement? Let's just start this next year. Let's go from Dia de los Muertos in November all the way to Krampus in December. We won't even come up for air for like a whole month.
But
Let's
you need
go.
a Halloween somewhere in there.
Oh, we'll throw that in. I don't even care. Let's go for like 30 days
Yeah,
of like
that would be 30 days.
exceptional, dark, scary shit.
No.
Let's go, Amanda. I'm in. We're doing it.
I don't know.
Yes, we are. Okay, what?
Okay, fine. Is our Krampus crash course done?
Yeah, I'm good. I got nothing else. I got nothing else from my end. You don't want to hear from me anyway because you don't like any of my stories.
Okay, fair. But can we keep it going with a little holiday vibes, but with a more sinister twist? Like a fun fact, but Krampus style?
Oh, totally. Let's go.
Okay, go ahead.
Fun facts, fun facts. Where's our music? We said we were going to have music for fun facts. All right, ready? Did you know Krampus and Coca-Cola had a showdown?
No?
Yeah,
When?
so, right, in the early 20th century, when Coca-Cola
In the
really...
1900s?
I hate you. Yeah, in the 1900s. It was so long ago. Okay, when Coca-Cola, like, really started to commercialize Santa Claus, Krampus's Can I say Krampus's? Krampus's popularity took a major hit. Like, the modern Coca-Cola's cheerful, gift-giving, like, rosy-cheeked Santa Claus overshadowed Krampus's darker presence in holiday folklore, totally giving Santa Claus main character vibes and relegating Krampus to NPC vibes, right? Do you know what NPC vibes are?
No, I sure don't.
Oh my God. Non-player character, right? You don't know that?
What?
Because you have Gen Alphas. I'm raising Gen Zs.
I don't know.
Non-player character. Like Krampus is totally NPC vibes. Okay. So you know what would have been so cool?
What?
Okay. Pepsi should have used that as an opportunity to commercialize Krampus.
All of a sudden, just like Cherry Santa, Krampus.
Yes, that would have been awesome.
No.
Oh my God, big miss by Pepsi.
Mm.
Pepsi's over there screwing around with Michael Jackson, lighting his hair on fire. They could have done Krampus instead and totally usurped Coca-Cola.
Okay, maybe.
I think maybe I should be like a marketer.
Maybe. Your second career.
I'm onto something. Okay. Number 2. Did you know Krampus is totally multicultural?
Yeah. You
Okay,
said that.
right. You talked about a few of these already, but like I actually like looked up a few more. I digged a little rock layer deeper.
I mean,
Okay.
I was over the scary. I
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah,
do it.
okay.
I couldn't do it.
So in France, they have some dude named like Pierre Otard. I don't know how to say it. I don't know French.
Oh, okay.
The father whipper, right?
That's
So-
horrible.
The father whipper. So he carries a stitch and whips his shit of children to discipline them for misbehaving.
This is not okay.
Yeah, I know, the father whipper. I love you, Pierre. Okay,
Mm.
and in the Netherlands, there's a dude named Zwarte Piet or Black Pete who helps Santa Claus and gives either like little gifts to kids if they're good or carries them away in a sack if they're bad. Like more weird shit. But I mean, like, who doesn't love good old Black Pete, right?
I mean, but all of these are just like
they're all
taken.
dark.
They're dark
sadistic.
and they're taken from Krampus.
They are. They all are. Okay. Okay. Fun fact 3. Do you know why they always depict Krampus with chains all over him?
No, but you're gonna tell us.
Oh, I sure am. Okay. His chains are actually a Christian influence. Go Christianity.
Huh.
They symbolize the binding of the devil by Christian forces. Like Christians won, and the Krampus is in chains, and like now he'll never get out of them. So he like clogs around like in his chains
See,
and his hooks.
again, the devil.
I know.
You should just have nothing to do with him.
I love this. No, this is great because we got the devil in us, Amanda. What do you want us? What are we gonna do?
Nope.
We do.
Nope.
Okay, maybe you have like 2% devil. I might have 98% devil, but it's in there. Okay, my last one. Did you know Krampus can actually be sweet sometimes?
When?
Right. Look, okay, listen. So in some traditions, Krampus doesn't always punish kids. Sometimes he's been known to leave small treats or bundles of sticks as a warning to children who are close to the naughty list, but not quite on it yet, giving them a chance to redeem themselves right before Christmas. Redemption. Gotta love redemption, right?
Or just keeping your kids in line.
Or like beer pong, when you get that last shot after somebody else wins, you're like, oh, redemption. And then you have one last
Look at you being cool.
chance at winning. Okay, yay.
Well, thanks for all the rando Krampus facts and good fact finding
Thank
for
you,
finding
thank you
some
very
that I
much.
missed. But you want to go ahead and break it down for us and tell us what we need to remember for our next holiday party.
Totally. Okay, so first, recap. Krampus is an ugly, goat-horned demonic figure from Central European folklore who accompanies Saint Nick during the Christmas season.
Google it. Scary.
Scary AF. While St. Nick rewards the good kids, Krampus punishes the naughty ones, sometimes whipping them or stuffing them into a sack and dragging them into the underworld or eating them.
It's horrible.
I know.
No matter how many times we talk about it, it's so bad.
It's like awesome. Okay. Number 2, Krampus predates Christianity and likely comes from pagan Alpine traditions, where he was linked to the winter solstice. His name derives from the German word Krampen, meaning claw.
The claw.
Number 3, on December 5th, known as Krampusnacht, literally Krampus night, Krampus roams the streets in parts of Austria, Germany, and other Alpine regions. People dress up as Krampus, parading, scaring onlookers, and drinking themselves to death.
They actually drink themselves to death?
No, but they drink a lot.
Okay,
Who
fair.
are we kidding? It's like, again,
it's German.
It's our version of Halloween.
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay. Number 4, the Catholic Church tried to suppress Krampus in the 15th century, deeming him too pagan and too scary.
Because he is.
I know, but the tradition persisted. Yay, Krampus! Even in the 20th century, some governments banned Krampus celebrations for being too chaotic or frightening. I love this. That's not even that long ago. Number 5, Krampus has enjoyed a resurgence thanks to movies, TV shows, and the internet. Gotta love the internet. The 2015 horror comedy movie Krampus introduced him to a global audience and made him a pop culture icon, blending ancient folklore with modern spooky fun. Watch it on Amazon Prime or something. I just did literally last night.
Don't think I'm going to.
Okay.
Nope.
It
Pass.
was,
Hard
by
pass.
the way, I loved it.
Hard pass.
Okay, not going to lie. Watched it last night with my kids. I loved it. Let's
Nope.
go. It's nuts. Okay.
I'm going to ask Luke. I'm going to ask Luke tonight what he
Fine.
thought about it.
He loved it.
Nope.
Yeah, he did. Okay.
Nope.
And finally, you can also sign up for like a Krampus run now in the United States. They started those. One just passed in San Francisco last weekend.
I'm sorry, you're supposed to dress up as Krampus and run?
Right. So I haven't quite figured that out yet. I don't know if you have to dress up. Like, so they have like, I guess you don't have to. You can of course run just the run like regular, but the idea is a Krampus run. So they do them like from December 5th through, I don't know, like December 12th, right? Whatever, like for the week. So we're a little late, but you get the idea. I would basically probably die in a Krampus costume. But that's it. So
It's called the Naughty 9 Miler.
let's go. Krampus facts out. We done.
Oh gosh, it's a thing.
It is.
You weren't level 7 lying.
At worst, I like level 3 lie. Leave me alone. I'm not. We talked about this.
Oh, okay.
I'm a level 3 liar. You're a level 5 liar. You always like make me a level 7 liar. I'm not a level 7 liar at all, ever.
Okay, fine.
Okay. That's why by the way, that's the whole point. We're sort of sophisticated. We should change this to level 3 sophisticated.
Well, there you have it, dear listeners. The tale of Krampus, or as we now know it, the ultimate anti-Santa.
Totally.
Just think, the next time someone's gushing about holiday cheer and jolly old St. Nick, you'll have the perfect opening to say, actually, have you heard about the Christmas demon who beats the crap out of little kids to keep them in line and sometimes eats them?
Yeah, hey, you are. See, now who's being sinister?
I mean, it's a good segue.
Shit.
It's a good segue.
Just segue. Do you know how to spell segue?
S-E.
Oh my God, I'm having too much.
Look, Krampus is more than just a spooky holiday legend. He's a reminder that not every winter tale needs to be wrapped in tinsel and good vibes. Sometimes it's the darker folklore that sparks a curiosity and keeps this season truly magical, in a twisted kind of way. But if we've done our job today, we're leaving you sort of sophisticated, maybe even armed with a Krampus factor 2 to liven up your next holiday gathering and to make you sound kind of smart. And if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your friends who like their holidays a little more, shall we say, balanced, in Pete's words. Until next time, remember, for every jingle bell, there's a goat horn, cloven-hoofed freak waiting to keep things interesting. Stay curious and stay a little mischievous. And don't watch whatever Pete recommends.